everybody, welcome back to the channel. You're watching 6D Outdoors. My name is Kyle. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It is November 14th right now, and today I'm going to do a little modification to this Land Pride snow pusher here. It's the SPL 0560 snow pusher. It works really well, but the problem is with it is this is the one that fits the BX tractors, and nothing against that. For the BXs, if you want to put it on a bigger tractor, you have to get some mounts here that you got to buy to fit onto a bigger tractor, I believe. But overall, it worked really well last winter. But the problem is these runners on the snow pusher, you can't adjust them. They're basically fixed, and there's no way to adjust the blade underneath. And it's about probably 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom of the runners here. And the problem is that if you don't have compact snow or ice on top, it'll scrape all your gravel off your driveway. So that's what I noticed last year when spring hit. That basically I ended up pushing most of my gravel off the driveway, and that's why I had to redo my driveway this year and get that taken care of. So I don't want to push all my gravel, $400 worth of gravel off my driveway here. So I'm going to make some spacers for the runners here and get this pushed up, that blade pushed up a little bit. That way I'm not scraping off all my gravel. And then if I need to kind of scrape down, if it starts building up, I have a back blade that I can use to go ahead and get the rest of the snow pushed off and stuff. If it starts kind of building up, and getting 3 or 4 inches there built up over time, depending on the winter and stuff. So, well, I'm going to get to it. I hope you guys stick around, and I hope this, if you guys have one of these snow pushers, that it will maybe give you an idea of how to raise up that blade and how you're not scraping all your gravel off. Get to it. So like I said, this is a snow pusher I have. As you can see there's not really any space underneath that blade. So I'm going to make I got some metal from the ranch, and I'm going to weld some spacers onto these runners here, and hopefully get this blade jacked up here a little bit, up off the ground, and that way we can get it going so it doesn't push all the snow or all the gravel off my driveway. So we've got some metal here that my dad gave me from the ranch. This is a 1/2 inch flat iron here. I believe it's, maybe 2 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the bottom of the runner here on the bottom and try and get a couple measurements off of it. And I'm basically going to take this and weld it to the bottom, just do some tack welds onto the bottom of the runners right here. I thought about trying to take the runner off and putting this in between the snow pusher and the runner, and then I have to drill holes in it and try and get it all taken care of. But just for saving some time on this project, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put this on the bottom and just tack weld it on. That way if I ever need to take it off, I could just take the angle grinder and zip those welds off real quick. So that's what my plan is now, right or wrong. I'm going to go ahead and get it done. So hope you guys stick around, and maybe this will give you guys an idea if you're having the same issue I am, if you guys have one of these snow pushers here. Go ahead and get started. We'll take some measurements and we'll get going on. Try 18. But what we're going to use to cut this is the plasma cutter I have here. The plasma cutter is a Viper 30i, I guess is what it is. I only have 110 out here right now, so I don't have 220, which kind of sucks. But The 110 gets it done. You just have to take it a little bit slower. And we'll go and get this stuff set up and get this zipped off. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, well, we got the first runner cut out anyways, so I'm hoping that I'm just gonna have to figure out the angle here on the end and I'll probably have to fill that in with the weld, but I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up with the grinder and get everything taken care of and go for tried to kind of get a better angle on that so it'll kind of come together on the deal there, and I could weld that in and grind her down and make her smooth. That's what I'm hoping. So let that cool off a little bit. I think I'll go ahead and get the other side cut off, and I'll get back with you guys here. You guys seen the first one, so I probably don't need to see the second one. I'll get back to you when I get that cut off and start welding. Alrighty, we got all the pieces cut off here. I got the angles to where I think I get them to weld it up and be able to make the corner there. So I took the grinder and I got all the paint and everything ground off here on the edges on both sides. That way I could get a good tack weld on each one. Oh, drop my safety glasses, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and get this some clamps out and get those pieces set on there and get the welder set up, and we'll start welding on this bad mama drumba. So this is a Hobart Handler 125, a MIG welder. I picked it up from North 40 here, which is kind of like our Tractor Supply up here in Northeast Washington. I think it was like $325 when I bought it here, about it, I don't know, almost a year or so ago now maybe. And then I picked up this stand from Harbor Freight. I think it was on sale. It was like a floor special for I think like $30 or something. So I ended up picking that up as well. I'm running 035 wire in this. It seems like it works better. It gets a better weld for me anyways on this. So I'll go ahead and look and see what we got, what size of metal we want to weld here. So it's nice because you have, the flux core right here, no shielding gas. I'm running 035 and we're welding something here. Let me show you. So we're running flux core, no shielding gas, 035. We're welding pretty thick. It's actually ½ inch, it's 3/16. So we'll go ahead and put it on 425 and see what it does. So we got on 4. We'll go up to 30, I think. We'll see what 30 does. See how that handles it. Flip her on. And there we go. Get you guys set up here and see what kind of welding we can get done. taking the weld pretty good. I'm decent at welding. I'm not the best. That's for damn sure. Basically just farm weld, you know, that type of deal. So I kind of got a couple tack welds on there. I'll go ahead and tack weld the middle here, and then we'll get the top and we'll be done with it. I think that'll stick on there, hopefully. Throw a couple more welds on there if I need to. Shit, ran out of wire. I think I ran out of wire already. Sure enough. Well, break time. So, looks like you got some Lincoln Electric, which is, I think it's a 1 pound. Or, let's see what we got over here. $21. Let's see what we got. 035 gasless flux core wire. 2 pounds. 21. I think we'll just get 2 of these. Oops. All right, we are back. I had to run into town. I thought I had an extra roll of the welding wire, the 035, but I don't. All I had was 30, so it's only about 15 minutes in there. So I ran up to North 40 and grabbed a couple 2 pound rolls of the Hobart 035 flux core wire. So we're back. I got everything hooked up, got the wire reloaded, and trying to get this finished up before it gets too dark here. Man, I hate these time changes. I really do. Daylight savings time sucks. So, well, we'll get this started where we left off. Take 2. So I got the 1/2 inch plate welded on there. Looks like that's kind of bent up a little bit, isn't it? I don't know if I should flip it over and weld the back side of that. But overall, I think it's going to turn out pretty good. I'm going to take the grinder and grind that down smooth so it makes a good transition. This side's a lot better weld. I think I need to adjust that wire a little bit. That's the Hobart wire, and I'm not sure if there's going to be a difference as far as welding goes and stuff on that. It seemed like it was jumping on quite a bit more than the Lincoln wire, so might have to look into that. Seemed like the Lincoln worked a little bit better as far as that goes, but it's on there. Like I said, I'll get the grinder, grind down the transition there on the corner, and I think we'll call it good. So we'll get back to work here. I think that'll work. Well, what do you guys think? Phone doesn't really give it justice, but I think with the transition there, I think it'll work. It's a little bit steeper than it was, but overall, I think it'll do all right. If I got to grind some more off, I can. As far as the other side goes, that one looks a little bit better. My welds are crap, but it's kind of the way it goes. But my goal was to get a space from here, because you can see where the old one was and where the blade was at. I needed a ½ inch or so there to raise this up, so I have a little bit of a space between the ground and the blade there. So it looks like, I hope it'll work. Like I said, it'll kind of, because with the weight of the snow pusher and the loader and stuff pushing on it, it'll kind of push down on the ground until we get some good freezes, and until the ground freezes and we get a good snowpack, which, depending on the winter, kind of is hard to tell. Well, it's hard to kind of tell from this angle, but got a little bit of a space underneath there. I think it'll work. Well, there you go. I got the spacer put on there. Some nice flat metal, ½ inch metal there. We got welded on there. There's probably a better way to do this. Like I said, I kind of wanted to take that original one off and put a spacer in between there and bolt it back in there, but this was just quick and easier. I know it's not probably the right way to do this. And if you guys know if there's an adjustment somehow with the blade on these, you guys have one, put it in the comments and let me know if I missed something. But anyways, it's done right now. I don't think I'm going to paint it or anything, because it's just going to rub off anyways on that. Kind of waste of paint, in my opinion. Well, it is 5 o'clock now. Started about 1:30 here. So not too bad, considering I had to run into town and get more wire for the welder. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I got a few other projects I need to get done. I'm in the video putting the chains on this winter here when I go to get that done. So hope you guys stick around, and yeah, look out for some new videos coming. I'm trying to get a video out at least every couple weeks. Life has been pretty chaotic for me, my family right now. I got a family member that was in ICU, and yeah, not a good situation, but things are looking up there on that end, so that's good. So I'll get videos out as soon as I can. I hope you guys stick around. I appreciate all the new subscribers coming on and watching me here. So hold on, here comes the car. I hate living next to the road. All right. Well, I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Yeah, things are kind of crazy right now, as you guys can tell. But I think as long as we stick together, stay with our families, and support each other, I think we're going to be okay. All right, well, I'm going to call it quits for the night, put things away, and call it a day. All right, well, until next time, you guys take care and all the best.